Business here on TPN Following, and this is a story from Bloomberg Business Weeks. A lot of stories in the business world, a lot of them politically connected with what's going on in Obama and jobs and wherever you live. Martha Zoller joins us every Tuesday with her show Around the Corner, Around the World, and gives us her perspective on things with business tying into politics. But according to Bloomberg Business Week in this story, GM is said to increase entry-level United Auto Workers' wage by $2 to $3 an hour. Now, this is pretty significant. General Motors will increase their entry-level pay, according to this Bloomberg story, by $2 to $3 an hour as part of a tentative agreement on a new 4-year contract with the UAW. Two people familiar with this are the sources for this Bloomberg story. Starting pay will increase to about $16 an hour from $14 an hour to rise about $19 an hour from a previous maximum of $16. UAW President Bob King has said getting those workers a middle-class lifestyle was the highest priority. Quote from Harley Shaken, a labor professor at the University of California at Berkeley, in a telephone interview done with Bloomberg, said, "This is a wage gain in an economy that is cratering in some places. It is an important symbol. GM reportedly will also pay a record $5,000 signing bonus if a majority of the 48,500 hourly workers vote to ratify the accord," the people said. That would cost the Detroit-based automaker GM $242.5 million. The accord also includes new jobs and better profit sharing, the union said. Ratification votes will probably be held within 10 days. Now, here's my take on this story and why I think it's one I wanted to focus on today. So you read a headline and you see that GM is increasing their entry-level wages by $2 to $3 an hour. And you're thinking to yourself, well, if I was an entry-level worker and I was going to GM at 40 hours per week, that extra $80 or $100 a week. That's an extra $4,000 or $5,000 a year. Is that significant? Well, yeah, in an entry-level job. That's the difference between a $30,000 job and a $35,000 job, or $35,000 and $40,000. But here's where I think the significance is. While Obama continues to talk about creating jobs, and rightfully so, while all local politicians talk about feeding the economy, trying to get people to get loans some more so they have discretionary income to spend on restaurants, to keep the wheels moving, and it's all about creating jobs, this is about keeping jobs. Because you can be creating thousands of jobs, but if you're losing people because they're not making enough money, and if you look at the auto industry, it's always been one of the main industries that America is all about. We continue to try to make the oil industry one that is more dependent on what goes on in this country than the oil-rich nations, which leads to all kinds of other stuff. But the auto industry, this is significant news to see that GM is going to spend over $200 million, close to $250 million, to keep some of their key employees, and they're saying their key employees are not senior management. My guys in the middle class, to give them a better lifestyle. This is a significant business story in Bloomberg, in my opinion. Love to hear how you feel. You can reach out to us on the Pulse on Business Facebook page with your comments to this story, on the Pulse on Business YouTube channel if you watch this again.